Time for action. Yu-Gi-Oh! Unleashed episode 6. An unknown area. Off the grid, most likely.
So, this is your hideout?
Yeah, afraid so.
Beats a
Not
gas
much,
station.
but, you work with what you got.
Yeah.
Looks pretty fine to me. Okay, that ought to do the trick. Just give it a few minutes and that tracing code should be off the dual
but
pads.
it's not as easy as you think. Government's
Well,
watching that show
Thanks,
stuff.
but,
But hey,
what
you
are
know,
we supposed
TV
to do
shows
until
and
then? Just hang
Take
tight.
out every show without being uber realistic.
Where are you going? Oh, just out.
Control.
There's someone out there who I'd like to ask a few questions. Hang tight until I get back.
Tony the Tiger. Are they really more than good?
What about Havoc?
Or are they great?
Oh, and don't worry. This place is completely shielded. They won't be able to find you here.
That's good to
Are
hear.
we sure we can
But like
trust
with
this
Havoc.
guy? Well, it's not like we have a lot of options. I mean, we still don't really know where the Lancer base is, and I doubt that Havoc would even bother negotiating, so... What other choices do we have?
Not much.
Yes. Let's just hope Havoc hasn't caught up to us yet.
Did you just break the fourth wall? What do you think, audience? Do you think we're in trouble? You think we'll be fine? Let me know. I'm not concerned myself. I only wrote the damn thing. There's meant to be like a dun dun dun. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, then we're gonna go talk to the Havoc and be like, you lied to me. And I did it. I'll lie again. You can't stop me. Oh no, that's like Boom Dragon. Havoc's record is terrible. He does not have a single on-screen hit unless he gets the best problems of them. He said somebody lost I forgot something, so you point out there would be more in the comments. Havoc's a good monster that controls He's lost 3 times they started to blend together. Anyway, we'll see more. Well, probably more of Havoc losing too. As we get into this episode. New Domino City, later that night.
Are we there yet?
No.
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 Are we there
No.
yet? Are we there yet?
No. I knew we shouldn't have shown him
wrong.
Shrek 2.
If you even say that one more time... Well, don't worry. I'm just doing this to pass the time. Yeah, but you've been saying it for the past few hours.
And we only have
Even
problem with
so,
it now.
it's only so I can hide up the tragedy of the fact that we're walking. By the way, are we there yet?
Darn. That's it, you're going to the Shadow Realm.
Yes, we're almost there. Really? Wait, really? It's just a few blocks from here. Oh man, I hate walking.
Deal with it. Grow a pair. Oh,
Looks like
no.
we've got a complainer on our hands. Who are you guys? Bad guys!
Plural.
Who are you? Identify yourselves. My identity isn't irrelevant for this conversation. But if you must know, the name is Sully. Sully? From Monsters Incorporated? Can I have your autograph? Where's Boo and Mike Mozowski?
Sorry.
I assume that your friend there isn't really that bright.
No.
Oh, you don't even know the half of it.
I had to deal with that through a lot of middle school.
Regardless,
Hey,
I am
Sully,
an
how are
admin
things at
of
Mines
the Barian
Universe?
clan.
You must
And
incorporate.
this is an
It's just as funny as
interrogation.
The 70th
Wait.
time I heard it.
the Barian clan? Those are the same people that Viper warned us about. I just wanted to ask a few questions. Where can I find the one known as the Blur? Wait, that vigilante? What makes you think
Start
we have
activating rank
something
up
to do
magic,
with
so
him?
come running.
Well,
Rob a
assuming by the
bank.
way you said that, nothing. I could have sworn that you'd know something about him, but clearly I was wrong. It's so hard to find someone with answers in our days. Well, that's not the only thing I wanted to interrogate you guys about. I want to know if you know anything about a special type of spell card. One of 4 that say combined with 3 and be complete. If you have it, I want it. No questions asked. The what? Never heard of it. So you don't know about that either, huh?
We're useless.
This was a wreck. Oh well. Can't be perfect, can ya?
Combine.
Not unless you're in the Elise universe.
Have you
Apparently.
tried opening booster packs?
Of course.
It's not a terrible suggestion, actually.
Sure. It looks like this area could be too populated. We have to get going. We don't want to attract too much attention.
More members of the Heartland Dojo.
Forgive me for interrupting you 3. I'll be on my way. Those masks.
Huh? What's wrong?
Those masks are the same as Topia's. But the only one who... Where did you get them? None of your business.
It
I
is
want to
our
know.
business.
I want answers. So it's gonna be that way, is it? Troops, take care of these 3 for me.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Ugh.
Ace, wait!
That's a mistake.
Hey, wait for me!
Jones, what are you waiting for, you fools? Go after them! Looks like you're all mine, Draco Greendale. So it's gonna be like that, huh?
Hey, I'm famous.
Fair enough. Wait! That mask. Those masks. The ones your troops were
This is a
wearing.
mistake,
I must
Ace.
know.
Don't do it.
How did you get them?
Wait!
'Cause I know this duel. At least I remembered it from this part of this
Please,
duel.
don't do that.
Look, kid. I don't know why you're obsessed with that mask. All I know is that it was an idea from one of our admins to give to our troops. You know, to give them a little bit of identity. Wait, one of your admins? Could maybe...
But I don't get it.
Well, the Heartland
What's wrong,
Dojo is
Ace?
Summer Guard, clearly.
What's wrong? I'll tell you what's
I
wrong.
know who it is.
The masks
but I
they
can't
were
go
wearing
spoilers.
were only available for the Heartland Dojo.
We might be watching it
They
the
were
first
given
time.
to our best students after they graduated. And here they are on the faces of criminals.
I wonder if this is important plot points that will come up later. And thus, in later episodes, people in the audience will probably forget about these plot points due to how far in between the episodes are released. Nah, probably nothing.
What's funny is that on rewatch, that line gets more accurate.
I don't have time for this. I came here looking for the blur. I
Some
have
series
no
are
reason
made to be
scuffle
binge
with the likes
watched,
of you. So this is your last warning.
which makes it doubly
Not a
suck when it
chance.
takes so long between parts.
Those masks aren't
You're supposed
just
to binge
a
watch this
replacement
series.
for a black
Yeah, but you
belt.
get one episode
They're the
every
symbol
month.
of our
And
dojo.
wait a minute.
They're a reward for those who have studied there for so long. A reward for those who truly earned the right to wear those masks. And I don't know why one of your admins thinks this is funny, but your entire organization is gonna pay for
Cool
this,
joke.
starting with you! If you really want me to waste my time with you, then so be it.
Looks like you're gonna need some help from Jones Turner.
Nobody needs help from
Are
Jones
you
Turner.
sure, Jones?
Trust me, I'm the most powerful duelist in the world.
You
If
lost
there's
to
anyone
Sparks
who can help
twice.
you, it's me.
Okay then.
Okay then.
Very well then. I'll allow you both to duel me, 2-on-1. Sir, forgive us for this incompetence. We'll take care of these two
We all lost to
immediately.
Draco already.
No need. No need.
Isn't that
I'll
one
have
scene in
some fun
Arc
with
5
these
where
two on my
frickin'
own.
they're all doing the
You
obvious
just
force and
make sure
Kite
that
somehow
Greendale's
has
busy
5
when he
Galaxy
catches
Eyes
up.
Cypher Dragons on its field at the same time. It's like, wait, no,
Let's
when
do
and how?
this.
Too late, it was already
Sounds
over.
fair to
What?
me.
Sounds good to me.
Let's duel! Since this is a 2-on-1 duel, I'll allow both of you to have separate boards and life points. Furthermore, neither of us can attack on the first turn. Okay then, I'll go first. I draw. I'll start by summoning Accelerin, the bionic blur.
There we
from my
go with
hand.
the Ben 10 archetype.
And since I
An
control
archetype
no
that I
monsters,
admit I did
this
not think
counts
realized
as
was Ben 10
special
at
summon.
first. I thought it looked familiar,
Bionic?
but I didn't really
You
think
mean
anything
like
about
lab
it.
rats?
Seriously,
I mean,
to
it's-
break the fourth wall here, does anyone remember that show?
It was a sitcom on
I
Disney.
remember it. There's some
Lab
video
rats?
essays going over the entire
Probably worth
series.
the
about
Google.
it.
But I'm not done yet. I also
what I could tell,
normal
it was
summon
pretty good.
Pyrus, the bionic flame, from my hand. Using his effects, you both take 500 points of damage.
And not my
And as
favorite
an
cliche,
additional bonus,
the idiot
this
is
monster also
smarter
lets
than
me
the
add
smart
one bionic
character.
card from my deck to my hand. Now, I should mention that Blur is a tuner monster. So with that said, I'll tune it with my level 4 Pyrus.
Accelerate tune.
Synchro Summon. Appear level 7. Technopath, the bionic upgrade.
Yeah, upgrade.
When
obviously.
Technopath is summoned, you both take 700 points of damage.
Yeah.
That's all I've got for now. I'll end my turn with one face down card.
Ha! Is that all you got? Your pathetic archetypal burn is no match for the wrath of Jones Turner.
Just take your turn.
Really? Well, if you're so confident, why don't you go next?
Okay then, let's do this. I draw. Oh man,
He
you
bricks.
can make a house with all these bricks.
I love that.
Well, I'm waiting.
Just the
What happened
hand
to
I
performance
needed.
seed?
Now face the
Which is
wrath
right
of my
below his
new
deck
deck.
besides the performance seed.
Wait,
New-
you have a new
You
deck?
changed already.
Since when?
Ever since yesterday. Now
He
then,
loses with to Sparks once and changes his entire deck
I
again. Don't worry,
special
the
summon
performance seed will
Spirit
come back,
Dice
though.
from my hand. With this card's special ability, I can special summon this monster from my hand since there are no monsters on my field. Now then, I activate his special ability, which lets me add one luck-based card from my deck to my hand.
This I don't mind. It's like a pretty decent card. Just like add
A
luck to it.
luck-based deck?
It's fine.
Are you kidding me?
That's right! Since Jones Turner has the best luck in the world, I figured that this deck might be the best way to get to the top. Okay then, now,
Follow offense.
I activate the spell card Coin of Sanctity. With
I like
this
that
spell
pun.
card, I flip a coin. If I call correctly, I draw cards equal to the number of cards in all players' hands. Since I have 5 cards, he has 5 cards, and you have 3 cards, that means if I call correctly, I draw 13 cards
No way
from
that
my
I get
deck.
that. I can see the point of the point of safety kind of
card.
card, but not like that
Yeah,
crazy.
but you're forgetting about your card's downside.
Wait, there's a downside?
Duh!
Indeed, if you
You
call
gotta
it
draw
wrong,
cards
you
with it.
half your life points.
I do what?
You lose half your life
Also,
points.
you cannot special summon for the rest of this turn.
Well, that's a risk worth taking.
You draw
I
13
call
cards.
heads.
Tails!
Second time's a charm. Heads.
Tails again. The British coin too, I think.
3 for all. Okay, I went with heads last time, and it failed. I went with heads the other time, and that failed.
Comedy rule of 3.
Luck isn't expecting me to not go for heads. I pick tails.
Heads down. Comedy rule of 3. You gotta mix up with the third one.
It matters not. If I can't draw cards, I'll still destroy your monster and go for your life points. I summon Time Wizard.
What was that in your hand?
That's right. With Time Wizard's special
It was
ability,
slightly more
I
to the right.
spin the time roulette. And if
I know its effect is one of the easiest monsters to learn about. Everyone knows its effect. Oh,
TGS Anime actually uploaded a video
let's
recently
use
that
it
was the
anyway.
Time
Time
series
roulette,
thing.
go!
Nice little video.
Haha! You won't fail me, won't you, Time Wizard?
Skull.
You are dumb!
You will.
I didn't even have to do anything. I just had to
Jones.
stand there and let God sort it out.
that was just priceless.
At least I didn't lose to Sparks this
You're
time.
gonna pay
He
for
lost
that
himself.
For what? I literally had to do nothing to defeat your friend.
That was legit those videos.
So,
Luigi
I
wins
still
by
want
doing
answers.
absolutely
I still
nothing.
want to make you guys pay. So it's my turn. Yeah, right. Prepare to lose. Tell you what, since you're so confident, I'll let you attack on the first turn.
Ooh.
Sound good? Really? Well, you're gonna regret making that decision.
I don't think
Let's
I will.
do this!
Now the actual duel can start. Alright, what's the question? What is your opinion on Master Rule 5? It is an improvement over Master Rule 4. Granted, I'm someone who thought that Master Rule 4 was actually pretty fine. It's a little overhated, but that's my personal opinion. And you can burn me alive in the comments all you want. It's not going to change my opinion. But Master Rule 5 is an improvement, though I feel like, again, like most people, just like, they shouldn't have hindered pendulums on top of everything. Like, just, they can have the spell and trap zone, they share that, no extra pendulum zones, but it's either they have their own pendulum zones and they're locked to the link marker zones, or they have the spell and trap zones, and they can go wherever they want. There's no in between. I admit that the pendulums had to be skewered down to some extent, but this was too much. They shouldn't have had Master Rule 4 or stipulations stay. I don't know. Maybe there was some middle ground area. I don't know. Maybe you could. I'm trying to think of ideas, but I can't really think of any. It's just. Overall, though, Master Rule 5 is an improvement, and we're not going to get a Master Rule 6, so stop asking for it. Here's what your Master Rule 6 is: rush duels. Go play those. But yeah, Master Rule 5 is good. Obviously, this came out when Master Rule 5 was still new, so, you know, there's a lot more conjecture, but still. Anyway, the series, this was a good episode so far. We got to see the introduction of Sully. Also, Blur was helping us out with, you know, finding a location where we were safe, and I was going to go and fight down Havoc. And now Sully is here, and with his goons, to cause a bit more lore and some havoc. And pun not intended. Draco stuck behind dealing with goons, because if he dealt with Sully himself, Sully would die. Okay, probably not die, but he'd be in serious condition. This arc isn't about him. It's more about someone else. But, yeah. Seeing more of, we're gonna see more of, Sully's deck more in the future. And now it's Ace's time to shine. Remember, we saw Jones turn to be a complete moron because he is a detriment to everyone, including himself. It was legit Luigi wins by doing absolutely nothing. I love those videos. It's not false advertisement. He's just standing there, and he wins. There's no lie in the thumbnail. But yeah, let's see if Ace can turn things around. And we're gonna find out. Let's go to the next episode now.
Disclaimer.
Now it's time for action.
The following contains content that may seem harsh for some viewers. Viewer discretion is advised.
You know it's serious when they're giving you a disclaimer of like your discretion on the test. It's some serious stuff. The facility.
Knock knock. You got yourself a little guest.
And Blur went to check on him.
What do you want?
Made it
Here
make
to
sense.
gloat?
But
Nope.
expecting Havoc, to be honest.
Not this time. I'm here to ask you a few questions. It's about this
You don't want
card.
to answer a few questions.
And what card would that
Joking.
be? The Baryon Force card. I saw it in your deck when I was dueling you. What do you know about it? Why do you think I would answer you anything? Because this card is being used by an organization that call themselves the Baryon Clan. I've been dealing with them in this dimension for the past few months or so. Look, I know it's a little much asking help from a criminal, but I really need to know what information you've got. It could help save a lot of people. Besides, I'm already risking my neck as it is sneaking in here just so I could ask you a few questions. I really need to know
Really
this,
show some
Topia.
competent sector security.
You probably know more about this card than I do.
Just ask a question.
Fine. If you must know. That card was given to me by some sort of person. When he handed it over, he said that he wanted the same thing that I wanted. And when I drew the card during my duel with Yugioh, I couldn't remember much. I mean, all I remember after drawing it was feeling such anger and rage. And then, the last thing I remember after that was just waking up, losing the duel. It was like I fell asleep. And then after that, well...
Lost everything.
Everything just went downhill. That's all I know about the card. Is that so? Did you know who the guy was that gave it to you? No, I didn't see his face. It was covered.
Yeah. Right.
More mysteries.
You know, when you said I could help save lives, I guess that's one useful thing I'll ever be good at. After the Xyz dimension was invaded, and after I was saved from that concentration camp,
Ugh.
all I ever thought about was revenge. I just couldn't forgive the fusion dimension for what they did. And then everything changed once One For All Dragon was given to me. I felt like I could finally accomplish that. Like I could finally be good for something. Because obviously I was so much help back when the fusion dimension invaded. I felt like I could finally do something right. That I could finally mean something. And I could start that by getting back at the same people who caused me so much pain and suffering. But afterwards, I lost everything I gained out of my trauma. The new family I gained out of the Heartland Dojo, I threw it away just for revenge. Heck, the One For All Dragon that I proved that I could wield started to reject me and see me as unworthy. That's why it blew up during our last duel. I should have seen the signs when it started going berserk. It was so troubling that it took over my opponent as well. I've had plenty of times to prove myself that I'm good for something. And I blew it every time. And what do I lose in the end? Everything I care about. Rotting forever in this prison cell is the most fitting punishment I can get. There's no reason for me to live. You know, I only asked for information about this card. I didn't ask for your entire life story.
Right.
You know something? I like to imagine people as a card. There's no such thing as a useless card. Just useless people who don't see their worth. Well, I better get going. Don't want to hang around here for too long.
Meanwhile,
Hugo, do you think he's even coming back?
he'll be
I don't
back.
know. Just give him a little bit more time. Right.
How about now?
I
This
don't
background
know.
looks like it's made out of 100-acre wood.
Hey, you know? You don't mind if I ask you something? I mean, remember what you said when we were taking out those grunts? The evolution dimension is very obsessed with perfection. The higher-ups in our dimension will do anything in their power to make sure that mankind is the best they can be. Well, I was wondering what you meant by that, because your answer just seemed kind of brief. Well, hey, if it's personal, I understand. It's kind of, you know, personal. But if you really want to know, I won't stop you. Are you sure? Yeah. I think you deserve to know.
And
Besides,
nobody
you're
else.
probably gonna keep asking me anyway if I don't tell you now.
Yeah.
Okay, so what did you mean by that? Well, what I meant by that was the evolution dimension believe that in order for mankind to exist in peace, everyone needs to be perfect. They believe that perfection is key into mankind surviving as a race.
And they're
I
insane.
mean, it works when it comes to things like
proposing that
crime
idea.
and whatnot, but at the cost. They
It's
require
always the
everyone
insane
in the world
ones
to
they
be at peak
listen to,
condition.
and not the ones that
Anyone
are,
who's
you know,
lazy or a slacker
use common
or
sense.
even the slightest bit of a screw up is considered rejected and are considered outcasts.
And this is even like, oh, he was
Nobody's.
considered insane at his time,
That
but he's
includes
later
people
years
who
he's a
have
genius. No, he's
physical
just
or
nuts.
mental disabilities.
The end.
Sounds like a harsh environment to grow up in. Yeah, it was. I managed to hide it for as long as I could, but as I continued in school and whatnot, well, hiding it just got a lot more tougher. Eventually, I was found out, and even my parents rejected me because of it.
Damn.
My brother was the only one who saw me for who I really was, and pushed my disabilities aside. So you have disabilities? Yeah, I do. And when my parents found out, and I started falling behind at school, it just got worse. You're not paying attention in class again? Look, I'm sorry, okay? I just lost track. Well then, get better. Otherwise, I'm going to tie you down onto a track! Yes, Dad. It must have been hard for you. And then one day, they just pushed my last button. You failed an exam again? Yeah. Jesus Christ, Hugo. What is wrong with you? Oh, come on, I tried my best. Well, you're not gonna make it anywhere in this world being you. Yeah, but I can't help but being me, you know? Well, being you is wrong. Why? What's wrong with being me? Because you're...
Imperfect.
Well, what did he say? They said... because I had disabilities, and that was a weakness. Hugo, I'm so sorry.
Sickening.
That was despicable of him.
Yep.
How could you even call him your father? How could you even stand that? I mean, there's no way that you would have bothered to stick around after that. I wasn't. Which is why I ran away. Eventually, Havoc found me and assumed I was just as good as my brother. So, he took me in, and thus... I joined the Evolution Dimension's military as a spy. They spent the past few years training me after then. Funny thing, despite my disabilities, I actually had a very good talent for dueling, thanks to my brother. That's what Havoc wanted to exploit, so he trained me to become a dueling spy for the Evolution Dimension. He eventually discovered my disabilities, of course, and thus treated me with less respect than he did before.
Like dirt, yes.
Every time I screwed up, he just blamed me being lazy, instead of having disabilities. And then, well, you know the rest. Hugo.
Synchro dimension accident.
I had no idea. Yeah, I did. But, you know something? That all changed when I met you guys. Huh? I mean, after Havoc fired me, I was starting to believe that everything my father said and everything everyone else said about me was true. But then the Lancers happened, and then the tournament happened, and then for the first time in so long, I felt good being me. I felt like the fact that I had disabilities didn't matter anymore. Because for once in my life, everyone appreciated me for who I am. Everyone cheering me at the tournament, the well-being that you guys granted me. What I'm trying to say is that being with the Lancers changed my life. And I can thank you for that. Well... what's up?
Kind of message.
Looks like that tracking code's finally off my dual pad.
Nice.
And it looks like, according to this, our little blur friend is back too. Want to meet him outside? I suppose.
Guys, we have a problem.
Hugo, thanks for telling me. I'll keep my mouth shut.
Bit's a
Don't
good
mention
guy. Legitimately. No jokes.
You know, I actually feel better after that. I mean... oh no. What? What's wrong? You're kidding me.
Havoc.
Hugo Celadon. At last, you're mine.
Which Yu-Gi-Oh character do you relate to the most and why? Ah, frick, I don't know. I don't know. I never put really much thought into it. I don't know. Friggin' Joey, I guess. Sure. Just an every guy dealing with just trying to get by in life through unexpected means, but you know, like, it's the everyman story. It's the one I can go with the most. I never put much stock into it. I never looked at a Yu-Gi-Oh character and thought, he's just like me. For real, for real. It's just more like, it's a character. I don't know. either have extremely tragic backstories or a little too happy for my liking. Or both. Yeah. But anyway, yeah. I completely forgot that Havoc comes to the base and just, like, surprises them. I mean, it makes sense that when you're tracking them 24/7 and suddenly they go off the grid, where you're just going to be like, well, clearly you're going to go wherever the off the grid was. At that point, off the grid just becomes a new target. It's just like, well, of course you're going to go there. Plus, Havoc probably just, like, follow them and like, okay, they're going this way, and they vanish into the no-go zone. I wonder where they could be. Or something like that, anyway. Yeah, so the first half started with all the stuff with Sully, and the second half was Hugo's backstory and why he is the way he is. It truly is despicable the way they treat him. It's truly despicable the way they used to be treated. Even, I'm not gonna say like we treat the disabled the best nowadays, but it is a long shot from back in the day. Like, we are truly making progress. People would always be like, man, this place is the worst. It's always the worst. It's always going to be the worst. No, we have truly made progress as a species. It's not like we've been stagnant all of our lives. We're not still cavemen, for God's sakes. Do we have ways to go? Yes. But have we made progress? Absolutely. And I'm tired of pretending we haven't. But just the way they treat Hugo is truly disgusting. Just because he just has a learning disability, it just seems to be garbage. You know, whoever. Why? Because he doesn't fit your template of perfection? You think he's not worthy of being treated like a human being? It truly disgusts me because my family would never do that. It's just. Stuff like that, I think of my brother who's on the spectrum, and just thinking of someone treating him like that makes me want to just uppercut them or something like that. I don't know, just boils my blood. How can you just treat someone like that? They're a human being. I don't care if they're not perfect, they're still human at the end of the day. If you don't treat them like that, then maybe you're not human. Hugo's backstory is truly something tragic. He always had his brother laying on to, but now his brother's missing, so he doesn't have that feeling on anymore. We'll find out what happened to his brother, but I ain't spoiling anything and stuff for right now. At least not intentionally right now, anyway. It might say something by accident, who knows. But yeah, lots of interesting stuff happening with. I did like that Topia and Blur moment, just their little heart to heart, and just again, Topia's life is not an easy one, and just. Yeah, I've said it 100 times, I'm not gonna say it again. But you think he's stuck in here for life now because of his own mistakes and, well, not being worth the one for all anymore. Will that change? We'll find out in time. And who is responsible for all these masks? Again, we'll find out that in time. And what's gonna happen with Sully and Ace? We'll find that out next week, I guess. Or you can go and watch the series on your own time. Absolutely, go do that second one first. Go watch the series yourself, I should say that. Esco Knight's channel, link in the description of all of it, as always. But for now, I guess we gotta say these are some great episodes. I'm glad you checked it out, and Hugo's backstory truly is a tragic one. Just so messed up what they did to him. But anyway, I thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time. Later.